So in this video, we're going to talk about some of the Linux capabilities for packaging files together and zipping. So if I take a look at this directory, I have a directory called source, and this has some files from one of the C repositories. Now let's suppose I want to bundle all of those together into one file. Well, Linux has a utility that will do that called tar. And if I want to put those all together, C is compress, although it doesn't compress them here. V is for verbose. It says print what you're doing as you do them. And F is for the file name. So we're going to save this to csc220.tar, and that's in the source folder. And so you can see because of the V, we got it to print what it was doing. Now, if I take a look at this tar file, you'll notice it's just the files pressed together. Yeah. So what happens if I want to extract these files and get them back? So I created a separate folder, and I'm going to copy the tar file into this folder. Actually, I'll just move it. If I say tar x to extract vf, and the file is cs220. Now if I do an ls-l on source, you can see there's my original files with their original permissions. Everything is the way it was before. So this is a really helpful utility. If you, for example, want to send me some code, you can use tar to compile everything together. And if I want to delete that file, I do rm-rf newloc. Now, always make sure that you only do this for a single directory or something like that. If you did rm-rf/, that deletes everything on your file system and your computer will no longer work. Let's go back to where we were before. And if I scroll up and do that tar command again, you'll notice that's pretty big. So I'm going to zip it. And so you'll notice it shrunk about almost by a factor of 10. Of course, if I head that file now, it's not quite as nicely visible, but I can use the command zcat and notice that actually will display what's in that file. And if I want to unzip it, so let's rm-rf source. So now we have a zip file of that original source directory. So let's see if we can get it back. We're going to unzip it, and we're going to extract it. And again, there's our source directory. I can also do this on a per file basis. So I guess it looks like file IO is the biggest one. And so now you'll notice instead of file IO.c, I have file IO.c.gz. Notice it does overwrite the file with the compressed file. So that's something to keep in mind. And I can unzip it to restore it to its original form.